So hi, welcome to a lot of Vlogmases. So I spent multiple hours yesterday trying to edit Vlogmases, and Premiere, which is the program that I use to edit, was very clearly having some issues. 2 hours I gave up and was like, it's okay, I'll miss a day, the people will understand. It's not like nobody's waiting on this, you know, like this is an empty room. So then this morning I got up early, I spent another few hours trying to get videos edited, and keep in mind the goal with this was to get like multiple videos edited because I have to travel this next week and will not be able, I don't even know if I'll be able to film, much less edit, and so I was trying to get ahead and get things scheduled so that I could feel like a real human being, despite my hair being so dirty right now. I look like a newborn baby. But unfortunately the world had other plans because I don't know how it happened, I don't know why it happened, but I've spent too much time trying to deal with it, which is why we are here today, which is unfortunate because I got my hair dyed. I made some very delicious food and showed you how to do it. I also tried to make these silly hot chocolate bombs that failed miserably because Pinterest is not real. And because I'm traveling next week, I'm not only trying to get caught up on all these Vlogmases, but I'm also trying to like pay my bills, get my other clients caught up, warn everyone they can't talk to me next week because I don't know how reachable I will be. Also, I signed up for this like charity thing that I am now realizing I have to accomplish by tomorrow because I won't be here for a whole week. All on top of the already, like again, this is already something I discussed that you'll just never see, you'll never know, that I am very stressed out about traveling and don't actually want to be doing this, and I feel like I should, and so I'm doing it, but I'm not excited, and it's just unfortunate, and like it'll be fun for sure, and it's a great opportunity, and I'm excited, but also it's like we're in the middle of a global pandemic. I don't really want to be in an airport for 10 hours because apparently there's no direct flights from Portland to New York on this airline that they're flying me out on, so I get to receive my period during an 11-hour travel day in the middle of a pandemic. And what I'm getting at here is I realize this is dramatic. I recognize that. But I took a step back this morning from trying to edit and just wasn't working. It was very clear this was not gonna happen. Like, just something was wrong. It was not gonna come together. I really was just like, should I just quit YouTube? Because here's the thing, this is not the first time I have had these thoughts. I'm very clearly at a point where I just like, I keep looking at myself in the viewfinder and I'm like, what is happening? What is happening? Because I don't know, just for the last, I'd say probably 2 years, I have struggled with knowing if this channel is really something I should continue to devote as much time into as I do. And at the beginning of this year, 2020, I said out loud to myself, to a few different people, like, I think what I'm gonna do is kind of just like give this my all for 6 months, and if by the middle of the year, that's when I'll decide, like, should I just pull the plug or should I wait till the end of the year? And when June, July came around, because obviously this year had a lot of unexpectancies, I was like, I'm gonna obviously, like, I don't know, I enjoy this for sure. That's not necessarily the issue. And also I never actually envisioned YouTube as being like a career for myself. It was more of like a stepping stone, and it's not like I actually started doing this or am doing this for money, because let me tell, like, I have not made, YouTube does not pay unless you're like, that's the thing, like unless you are consistently getting hundreds of thousands of views. Like my monthly student loan bill is higher than what I make from YouTube a month. And I also am a little embarrassed about even making this video or having these thoughts because I'm like, 2020 is like literally killing people, and I'm over here complaining about YouTube. I literally had to delete the YouTube app off of my phone because I couldn't handle, like, it just wasn't good for me. And I was like, this isn't good for me, this doesn't help, like, doesn't help anything. If it doesn't help me, I'm just getting rid of it. So I literally got rid of like the creator app on my phone because every time I looked at like comments or my subscriber count, it was like, oh, you just lost subscribers. You uploaded a video, people just left. And I was like, great, cool, oh well. Or it's just like actual racists in my comments, and I'm like, I know you're just an idiot. I realize that's what this is, but it's just like, if every time I'm just looking at my comments, it's just people just being idiots, and again, that is what the internet is, and I recognize that, but it's unfortunate because it drowns out a lot of the good comments that I know a lot of you leave, and I really appreciate, and I very much care about you, and like I get really sweet DMs from a lot of you being like, here's my kid and I watching your Vlogmas, and I'm like, that's very sweet. Some of you on every video find a way to leave a comment, which means so much and I appreciate that. But when I'm just like stressed and have a lot of work that like actually pays my bills, and then after a full day of work, of getting up at 6 a.m. to start work and then doing nothing other than working and like cleaning my house and maybe cooking so that I can be alive and a human being, if I then spend like another hour every day to edit Vlogmas, which then does not do very well and gets no engagement, when I look at that, there is a little piece of me that's like, how is this serving me? Like, is this something I should continue? And again, I'm not saying any of this about anyone that I really appreciate that I have an audience. That's what I'm saying. I'm not like trying to say this as like a complaint, even though it is. There's no way for it to not. I am just saying though that when I kind of look at my existence, I've never actually wanted to just be like a YouTuber, you know what I mean? Because the thing is too, is that I guess what I'm saying is that for a while, I have not really felt like I've had a place on YouTube, if that makes sense, because it's different now than when I started. And I feel like if I had been doing the stuff that I'm doing now when I had started, yeah, it was working. Like, that's the thing, is that like, it's not that, oh, like you've made no progress or that you have like no one watching your video. I'm doing a lot better and a lot more than a lot of people. And that's the thing, is that that's not something that I feel like I should discredit because it's rude to those people. Like, so I'm not trying to say that, but yeah, I'm only speaking for myself. But I feel like for myself is I'm too old, honestly, to do a lot of the stuff that, again, I think I could have done when I had started, because I'm not in high school, so I can't do like high school morning routines. That's weird. I'm not in college, so I'm not gonna do like a dorm room tour. Like, a lot of what YouTubers that do, I guess, kind of similar videos to what I do, I feel like, this is gonna sound bad, but it's just a realistic thing, is I feel like a lot of people follow influencers or YouTubers or vloggers, whatever you want to call them, because there's a small part of them, to a large or small degree, that's like, and again, not for everybody by any means, but I do feel like when you are talking about like creating a mass enough audience that you can like live off of this, to some degree, it's like you're following these people and you're watching these people because you kind of want to like live that life, or you want to see into it, or you want to have something to do with it. And I just don't feel like I have that to offer, if that makes sense. And again, I very much like my existence, but it's not exciting, and I'm so cool with that. And I guess that's what I'm getting at, is that I don't ever want to like fake stuff. Like, I don't know, I also just feel like, why does everybody yell? I don't want to yell at you. I don't want to have to be like, hey, like my video, subscribe, I'm trying to hit this many subscribers. I don't want to do that. And that's what I'm saying, is that I realize that that is kind of what it takes to make this work. And so I'm not trying, again, that's what I'm saying, is I'm not actually trying to complain like, oh, this is just not happening for me. I'm fully saying like, I don't want to do this, and I think that's why it's not happening. But I just don't. I don't want to be the person that's like, smash that like button. I don't want to have to say that. I would really, which maybe says more about me. That's what I mean. Maybe I recognize I'm the issue here, but I just, like, I don't know. I don't want to have to promote this all over my socials to get a view. I don't want to have to clickbait. I don't want to have to make these stupid thumbnails of like, she said what? Like, I don't want to have to exploit my family and my relationships and like set everything on fire for views. And I'm not saying that every person does that or has to do that, because there's plenty of people that are great human beings that live their lives and they just make videos and they do really well and they do great content that I love to do. But the thing is that I guess I don't feel like I have a niche that is specific enough, that I care about enough, that I could turn this channel into. Yeah, people could just do cooking videos, and that's great, and it's very heartwarming, very wholesome, and I would like to do that, but I don't want to do that enough. That's the thing, like, I'm not into it enough that I want to make a whole channel on it necessarily. Same thing with makeup. I'm not good at makeup. I like it. Sometimes I'll do a video on it, but not enough for a whole channel. So I guess what I mean is that, like, I don't feel like I have a specific enough niche to just do that, which is another option along with, so it's like, even if you're not exploiting your whole family, you do kind of have to pick a niche, you have to pick a path, because when people see a video of yours, then they like it, they subscribe, they want to see a similar video. And I feel like that's something that I don't do, is I don't really have a place. That's what I mean, is that I don't just do reactions, I don't just do makeup, I don't just do one thing. And I don't feel like my life is interesting enough necessarily to vlog. So it's kind of like, who are you? Why are you here? I don't know. So what I'm getting at here is I'm not quitting YouTube. But Vlogmas is overwhelming me. So I'm still going to continue. I'm literally going to stop recording and go vlog. But expect nothing is what I'm saying. And that's the thing, is that I'm not gonna like be like, okay, I'll do Vlogmas and then like rip the band-aid and that's it. I don't want to do that. Kind of thing is that I really enjoy our relationship, except for the racists. But I feel like I need to figure some things out. So there may be a video tomorrow. There might not, but there will be some this week. I have so much to do because, again, I have to go buy gifts for a child, even though I was trying to not leave my house because I have to go on a flight. I also have to pack. I also have to edit all these videos. So I am going to go now, but thank you all. I appreciate you. Yeah.
Baby, it's 2:30 and I should probably head back home.